What's up, world? It's your boy, the Jersey Jackass, ETCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
Coming at you again for another episode of Gifted Talkers. Hit me up on all social media at Real Jackass B.C, RealJackass B.C. Don't forget to follow Cinelinx at Cinelinx, as well as Matt at Move the Joystick, MoveTheJoystick. I'm riding solo again, as you guys can see, because, tonight I had somewhere I had to be. So Matt and I didn't get to watch Gifted together. We didn't have time to get the after show recorded. So here I am doing it solo, which is fine. He should be back next week for the season finale. That's it. The last episode of the year. It has been a crazy year. Dawn of the Mutant Age has been absolutely insane. I've loved a lot of it. I've disagreed with some of it. And this episode, once again, just like last week's, was an incredible episode, man. I really, really enjoyed this week's episode. Very emotional. And we'll get into some of that here in just a minute. It's going to, again, guys, since I am riding solo, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. Once again, I do apologize. I promise next week, Matt and I will delve into everything. We'll get a big, much bigger episode for you. So, main storylines here are us recapping right after last week's episode. Lauren and Mom are still on the run with some of the Morlocks. Dad and Eclipse have gone back to get John, who is fighting with he ain't happy, you know what I'm saying? Homie thought he was gonna get away. He's like, hit me if you must. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Boom! Got him, son. Almost ripped the eye patch off. They almost went to war. The little girl got him to stop. And then John's just going to town on a wall, which is where Eclipse and Dad find him. And Dad goes to make sure everything's cool all around. Runs into our head KKK bro. Murders him. Like, takes him out. Dad's powers manifest. Boom. Melt that gun. And then he just straight up melts him. And I would have done the same too if he had said those kind of things to me about my family. Like, I mean, I don't even have a family. And I would have been like, nah, man, you ain't taking my daughter. Bah! So, that was a crazy scene. And we see it was going to play in a little bit more. You can tell that it's weighing on him all episode long. And meanwhile, Lorna is figuring out, Reva's plan is to kill a bunch of people. This is not good. Not good. So she's kind of starting to figure out that that's what the plan is, and whatever doesn't work, they're going to use the triplets to mind control everyone to believe this stuff. And that's it. She's got her plan. She's like, I'm done with this. Now I got to find a way to get Andy and maybe Elsme out with me. Meanwhile, Mom and Lauren are stuck in a warehouse. They're getting surrounded by the cops. Lauren's powers still aren't coming in. They don't know what to do. They have now had to separate because the car wasn't working. So we had to send the Morlocks off some way. They had to go that way. They're stuck in here, and Dad and Eclipse decide we got to go get them. John's going to come, but John cannot track. All John can do is see blink. Every time he closes, he tries to track anything. It's just blink, 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 blink. And this was really confusing to me. I was really thinking we were going to get into some Blink, and where is Blink, and what happened to her? Nothing except a little stinger at the very end, which I'll talk about and what I'm thinking is going to happen next week. But very difficult for me because I really wanted some closure on this Blink situation. Like, what is going on? Where are we? What's happening with Jamie Chung? Like, honestly, like, is she getting the jelly donut? What is up? So, John's got to stay home. Eclipse and Dad go to help Mom and Lauren. All of a sudden, Lauren's powers start to come back, and she starts being able to use them, and she's kind of protecting them a little bit. Dad comes in, get them. They're getting up out of there, and Lorna is talking with Andy, telling Andy what's going on, and Andy's like, look, I messed up a lot of people. Murked them. I'm a monster now. I'm a bad guy. That's what I am. That's what I've always wanted from Andy. I want him to be a bad guy. So Lorna calls up Pops. Puts Andy on the phone. And Pops tells this emotional story about what happened when he kills homie. This is one of my favorite scenes of the episode. I'm not going to say my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorite scenes of this episode, man. It was very emotional seeing everything going on between the characters in the car. Eclipse kind of just like, oh, okay, I'm just going to step back from this one. Mom trying to figure out what's going on with Andy and his dad telling the truth. And you just see hurt on Lauren's face. Like, again, this all goes back to how much I love Natalie Allen Lynn and how dialed in and how incredible she is, because she just conveys this confused, painful emotion to you. Like, she doesn't understand how her dad could have done that. And it's hurting her that he's hurting, but it's also hurting her that he did this. You know, she's always been the one that's like, no, we don't cross that line. We don't go there. We're the good guys. And then Dad does it. So I think that's something that's going to come into play. Not so much next episode, so that's why I'm okay talking about it now, not previews. But I think we are building a foundation there where that is going to come into play somewhere very, very soon. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if Andy's going to come home. We don't know if Lorna... Well, we know Lorna's going to come home. Elsme, she's sticking around. But I don't think it's done for Elsme. I think she might come around eventually someday. Meanwhile, Turner. Finally starting to have that turn. Turner's starting to turn just a little bit there. You see that he's kind of not okay with what happened. And not because it's Blink, not because he shot and killed Blink, but because there was families down there. And he was like, I thought we were going after terrorists. Those were families. There were kids there. We kind of shot and killed kids. I don't know how I feel about this. So he goes home, he starts kind of doing some research, and he really comes to the fact, he's like, I'm not cool with this. This was wrong. And he goes to talk to Ryan, Benedict Ryan. And he goes in there all gung-ho, like, oh, this was wrong, I'm not with this, I'm not about this, not what I signed up for. Boom, we're getting the Turner turn! And Benedict Ryan's like, yo, homie's dead, he got murked by Pops. And all of a sudden, Turner's like, let's get him. Let's go get him. I'm back on. I guess Turner is just destined to be this wannabe bad guy, because you know he's not destined to be the bad guy, but he's always going to turn to that bad side, and it's very something that's disappointing to me. I really want to see this turn happen from him. I want him to be the good guy. I want to be able to cheer for this dude, but I can't, because he's always doing despicable things. Like, he now knows what they went in there and did, and he's still like, all right, whatever, I'm with you. Bruh, come on, bruv. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, we get to this final scene of the episode. And again, I know I'm I'm blowing right through all this, you guys. But I'm dead tired, and I'm just, I want to get out some content for you guys. But I didn't want Andy to come home. I didn't. I wanted him to stay. I want Andy to still be a big bad guy until 2-3 seasons down. And maybe season 3 at the earliest. I thought would be a good time to bring him home. 4, 5, that's when you do it. Are we going to get a 4 and 5? I don't know. We still actually do not have confirmation that the Gifted has been renewed. So we don't know. This could end next week. This could be the last episode ever. We're not 100% sure. Hopefully we will find out soon. But, man, it was... Even though I was not really looking forward to Andy coming home, I didn't want Andy to come home, I wanted him to stick around. This was an emotional reunion. Bringing everyone back in here together, we get to see Andy show up, and he hugs Dad, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I teared up. He hugs Mom. And he looks at Lauren, and you're like, what's going to happen here? Lauren goes in for the hug. Everything's all good. But I think that that's just an emotional response right off the bat because, my brother's home. That's good. You're going to have that response. I don't think it is here to stay. I think she's still going to have issues with Andy and how Andy has handled himself. And then we get Lorna showing back up with Eclipse, and we get that beautiful reunion. And then everyone goes to see John standing on the roof. And right before they come in, you get a little bit of a, John. And I think this all goes to our flashback this episode, which I thought was absolutely useless, which is why I waited till here to talk about it. Because watching the episode, I'm like, let's just do away with these flashbacks. We don't need this, I wanted to go into nowhere and do whatever. And so we're sitting here all episode long, and there's no blink, there's no this, and maybe she really is dead. You hear that, John? John. And he just blinked. He said blink, too. I like that. She's somewhere. She okay. She not gone. Nah, she not gone. Told y'all James Chung ain't leaving. She ain't gone. When are we going to see her? Maybe not till next season. I don't think she's going to be in the finale. I don't. Negative-wise, not a lot. Other than Andy going home, I don't really have any negatives with this episode, man. I really did enjoy it. I really thought it was a great episode. And I'm really looking forward to what they're going to put out next. The season finale looks like a lot of fun. Looks like we are going to war, man. I think this is going to be one hell of an episode, and I cannot wait to watch it and discuss it with you guys right here on the Gifted Talkers, man. I think that we're going to go to war, obviously, and I think John is really going to be a badass. I think he is going to be the star of the show. We see Reva now says she has to kill Andy and Lorna, and, I liked that line that she was like, they're not really essential. I just wanted to build the mutant homeland on two very important names. The Von Struckers and obviously the Magnetos. I mean, not Magnetos, but that's not the real name. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, great episode of The Gifted. I'm really sorry this is a short, super short episode. But guys, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm doing the Jeebus Awards. The Jeebus Awards come out on Friday, and there's so much editing to do. And I just saw Fighting with My Family. My review will hopefully be up by Thursday afternoon. So be checking out right here on the Cinelinx YouTube channel to check that out. Don't forget to check out Real Outreach, man. You can still donate even though we've reached our goal. It's a great cause. We're sending a bunch of people to go see, a bunch of underprivileged girls to go and see Captain Marvel. It's going to be a great opportunity. It is a great cause. Check it out. Go help out. Check out Cinelinx.com as well as go check out Matt at Move the Joystick, MoveTheJoystick. Do not follow Ryan Remington at Ryan Remington RR. Follow me on all social media at Real Jackass B.C. RealJackass B.C. Great episode of The Gifted, The Monster. Can't wait for next season. Season finale next week. Full episode. I promise me and Matt will delve right into it. So, alright guys, we'll see y'all next week.